Hello curls, it's Yolanda Renee, and today I'm going to be talking about my new RPGShow wig, but we are not using glue today. We are going to be using an elastic band that comes in every package that you get from RPGShow. So this is the construction of the cap. As you can see, it already has a band and it also has combs. But in your package, you do get a wider width band. So I'm going to be trying to sew this on the flaps of this wig. And no worries, you need absolutely no sewing skills to complete this. I just used my needle and thread that I used to use back in the day when I did my sew-ins. But I guess you could use regular needle and thread as well. But I decided to use this. And as you can see, I'm sewing this onto the lace flaps that usually go by your ear, and I'm just making sure that I'm sewing this flat and not like, you know, having the elastic all twisted or anything. Now I'm just adding a cap really quickly because I need to try on the wig to make sure that I'm making the elastic tight enough but not too tight. So basically you have to try the wig on and then stretch the elastic to the other side of the wig. And this is where you have to make sure that you're keeping that elastic flat and not twisted or anything. You may keep hearing me talk about these flaps, but I never really show what these flaps are. Here you can see it just a little bit. You see I'm pulling that flap down onto the elastic. That's the flap I'm talking about. It's always in the way, but for this purpose, it makes perfect sense. Fit it onto your head and kind of feel how tight it is and how much it's going to pull the wig. Once you have that, we can take this wig back off. I'm going to just connect it to the other flap. And again, I'm making sure that it's staying flat. I know I've heard people complain that their wigs are too tight, and I never could relate because my wigs never were tight. And I was thinking maybe I just got a big head and the wigs never fit. But this is probably why. Like, this elastic band is about to probably make this super tight. And if it is super tight, I will just take this elastic band out because I don't want to risk getting loss of blood circulation on my scalp, and then if that happens, then of course it can affect the hair growth. Because if it's cutting off your circulation, blood circulation to your scalp, that means you're stopping your hair from growing. So a secure wig is not that important to me. I can just use bobby pins like I've always been doing. So we'll see how this goes. And hopefully I got a good shot of where I'm sewing it. But I just started sewing it on the little flap, because that flap is so annoying. I used to just cut that flap off, but I'm guessing that's what that flap is for, is to sew this onto it. So yeah, I'll be right back once I'm done sewing and we'll try this wig on. For my natural hair, I make sure it's super moisturized and sealed. I lay my edges and everything because after I wear this wig for a few days, I can have a bomb flat twist out. So make sure your hair is properly cared for first. So when I put the elastic first, then it was hard to tell where the wig is, but I found it. So immediately, as soon as I put it on, I feel like it looks pretty natural. I haven't pulled any baby hairs down yet. I think I sewed that little piece down pretty good, that elastic thing. So this is what we're looking like so far. Of course, I will have to pull out some baby hairs to kind of make the hairline look more natural, but it looks pretty good, right? Next, I'm going to be adding some water and also some mousse to this hair, just so you can see the different ways you can style this hair, because when it's wet, the curls really do pop. So right here, I just pull the hairs forward just a little bit. See, I'm not doing the crazy baby hair trend. I'm just pulling the hair up some. pushing it down. That looks too straight, but you know what I mean. So I'm gonna do this other side and I'll be right back. But this is the hair wet, the wet look. This is when it dried. All right, this is a few moments later once the hair was completely dried, which it does not take that long at all. And I just let it air dry. I just want to put some studs on. Ooh. Let me go get them. I'm going to be talking about this hair. I mean, obviously. So yeah, I have been wearing this wig for a minute, so I decided to come to you guys with a video. First of all, this wig is by RPGShow. They sent it to me. I've been working with them a lot lately, and they definitely are on my list of brands that I love to work with. They actually sent me a Mother's Day gift. Oh, I should totally go get it. Hold on, okay? So yes, RPGShow sent me these amazing flowers. Oh my god. It says, Yolanda, here's to a day filled with love, laughter, and surprises from your RPGShow and my first wig family. Initially, I wanted this video to be about the wig itself, but listen, that's so easy. Like, I can just give you the link in the description box. You guys can head over to the website to see all about this wig, how much it costs, and all that good stuff. I wanted to talk about something different than just the wig in this video, and today I decided to talk about you know, not using glue and all that good stuff, because I have recently saw a video with Teirra Walker, and she was using frontals, and she started getting like discoloration like on her hairline. Her hairline was basically like white compared to the rest of her skin, and she said that she thought it was from the glue. Whatever it was, it just made me think like maybe I should do this video about using or wearing wigs without using glue and all that good stuff. And honestly, I've never really used glue. I did start using glue just like on the part right here to hold it, probably like an inch in the middle to hold it in place. But I did not use any glue today. I didn't even use bobby pins, because you guys know I've used bobby pins to pin the flaps right here, just because I just didn't want to get too serious about wearing wigs. Like, I think that wigs already cost a lot of money, and I feel like you shouldn't have to hardly do anything to a wig to make it look right, you know what I mean? So I already wasn't a fan of doing too much. So anyway, so those were my inspirations for this video. In every package I've received from RPGShow, there's always been an elastic band in the package. They give you a wig kit in your package. I always saw it in the package, but I was like, that's too much extra steps. I don't want to do it. But let's go to RPGShow's Instagram. The Instagram be popping too. They barely post me though, because I don't know, it's something about social media lately. I have been feeling so awkward to like try to take selfies constantly and post them. I have just been in an uninspired mood for a long time, and I have to figure this out. But I just feel so, I don't know, vain trying to get selfies, or if I'm even out like telling somebody, take a picture of me eating or drinking tea. Like, it's something going on internally with this whole social media, and I have to figure it out. Like, I have to figure it out, because I absolutely love creating content, but I have to figure out how to stay true to myself and not seem like I'm being fake. Like, it's hard. Oh, here it is. So they recently posted this image on their page, and it says, where do you sew the elastic band, A or B? So I actually tried it the way they have it on B, where they sew the elastic on the flap of the wig. The other part is the elastic is where the cap starts, like where they started the cap. So I did B, and I actually like how I did it because I feel like that way makes the wig tighter as far as on the perimeter rather than it being pulled further back, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, so that's really what inspired me is RPGShow's post. Teirra, what's her name? Teirra Marie? Teirra Walker. So RPGShow's post, Teirra Walker's post, and then just you guys just thinking about, like, you shouldn't want to do too much to your wig. You shouldn't have to use a whole bunch of glues, gels, hairsprays, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I feel sick. I ate romaine lettuce the other day, you guys, and I'm like freaking out because you guys know they had a recall on lettuce. And I didn't know. Like, I thought it was over. Like, seriously, I thought the recall was over. So I had a salad and now I'm freaking out, which now I don't know if it's a mental thing where I'm making myself sick or if I'm really getting sick. It's crazy. But anyway, so yes, in the comments, I want you guys to answer this question. I'll put RPGShow's post up, but it basically says, where do you usually sew the ends of the elastic band? Somebody in the comments said it would be bomb if y'all started doing this for us, which is so true, but some people probably don't want the band. But I guess it would be easier for us to cut it out if we didn't want it, right? So let me know in the comments, would you want RPGShow to already put the elastic band, and then if you did not want it, then you could just cut the elastic band off, or do you like the option of having to either sew it down or not? Absolutely love this wig. This is my go-to wig lately. Ever since vacation, RPGShow sent this to me just in time for vacation. I swear it came in the mail like the day before I left for Barbados. So yeah, I got it just in time. I wore this all vacation. I kept it in a more wet look where it wasn't so poofy, because right now this is completely dry. This is how it will look until I re-wet it, re-moisturize, or add some more mousse. And I actually like it like this in a fuller look. And even though it's a fuller look, it's still not too much hair. I personally do not like the density to be too high. I think the density has something to do with how thick the hair is. I don't want the hair to be super thick because, as you can see, as it dries, it gets bigger, and I don't want this hair to be too huge. And right now, with this thickness, I can still put on a hat. I can, I don't know, I just feel comfortable in it. Like, I don't want it to be too dramatic, you know what I mean? Also, shedding. I do get shedding with this hair, but I've learned over wearing this for a while, especially when in Barbados, when I was constantly wetting it and detangling it, is you have to treat this wig just like your natural hair. Do not detangle it when it's dry. You have to make sure it's completely saturated and it has slip onto the hair like a leave-in conditioner or even a conditioner before you detangle. And of course, don't pull the hair out of the lace. You definitely have to hold the hair and detangle, you know, from the ends going up. So you have to be really gentle with that, because if you just detangle, like if you just have your detangling brush and going like this, of course you're gonna have shedding. This is a full lace wig. There's not one track in this wig. This is every strand hand tied onto lace. So the craftsmanship is impeccable. It takes a long time to create these wigs, so I appreciate the craftsmanship. And even if I did not work with RPGShow and I had to buy this wig myself, I would be willing to pay every cent, because it takes a long time to make these and they last literally a lifetime. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy it, whether you wanted to learn about sewing a elastic band to your wig, if you just wanted to know more about this hair, or if you just wanted to hang out with me, because I know I have not been posting a lot lately. I have just been in a mood for a long time. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to RPGShow and my first wig for my Mother's Day gift. I want to share these flowers with all my mommies out there. Happy Mother's Day, and thank you guys so much for watching.